Alright everyone, Jurassic Live Update 3.3 is on the horizon and we have patch notes to celebrate. We'll start off looking at some new dinosaurs, including the brand new Borealopelta. So its description reads, Borealopelta means Northern Shield, discovered in Alberta, Canada. This ankylosaur is remarkable for the large bony spikes that protrude from its shoulders. So very cool to see. It also has moves such as Group Resilient Strike. It has Shielded Decelerating Impact, Shielded Cleansing Rampage, and also Instant Stunning Revenge Impact. Now for its, counters on escapes and swap-ins, it's got swap-in Resilient Dominance, and it also has Counter Spikes, which attacks for 2 times. That's an interesting counter move right there. Second Omega on the list is the Carcharodontosaurus. That's right, this big boy's finally in the game. A well-needed theropod. I think that's the 4th biggest theropod behind, T-Rex, Giga, and Spino. So it's awesome to have all 4 of those guys in the game. But yeah, the serrated, recurved teeth of Carcharodontosaurus earned it the name shark-toothed lizard. Roughly 40 feet in length, this giant theropod stalked North Africa from 99 to 94 million years ago. So we're going to have a look at its moves, and its first move is Bruising Strike. Its second move is Precise Group Distracting Impact. Its third is Interrupting Impact, and its last one is Instant Fierce Rampage. Now all the counter moves and all that, we've got the swap in Disarming Strike for Carcha, and then we have the critical on escape. So very excited for Carcha. I'm sure a lot of people will be. This is definitely a fan favorite, so I'm glad to see it making an appearance in the game. Our third Omega we'll be taking a look at is Cryolophosaurus. This guy was definitely taken from Jurassic World the game. If you look at this profile picture of it here, it's just, oh my goodness. But I'm sure it will still be pretty good in the game. We'll hopefully have some unique animations. Anyway, the description about it reads, the small cranial crest of Cryolophosaurus was likely used for intra-species identification. Among modern scientists, it earns this theropod the nickname Alvisaurus for its resemblance to the pompadour of Elvis Presley. So I'm sure most of us know the Elvis Presley fact on this dinosaur. Very cool to see they include it here. But its moves include Superior Afflicting Strike as the strike basically. Then it's got Group Resilient Impact. Then it's got Greater Group Heal, so very interesting to see it have a heal. I don't think most Dilophosaur animations do, at least I assume it will be Dilophosaur animation considering it was in Jurassic World the game. And then Instant Debilitating Shield Impact is its final move. And then for all the swap-ins and on escapes, it's got swap-in Shielded Distraction, and that has Decelerating Counter, so very cool to see. Fourth Omega up, we have the Vectispinus. Let's first take a look at its moves, then we'll read the description. It's got Instant Decelerating Precision. Next move is the Lingering Ferocious Strike. Then we've got Lingering Resilient Impact, and last move is Devouring Rampage. And then for the swap-in, we have swap-in Lingering Strike and the Reinforce on Escape. So very cool to see. And then we'll read its description, of course. The white rock Spinosaurid Vectispinus is among the largest theropods to ever walk the earth. Very interesting to see. Will this be a Spinosaur animation or Baryonyx animation? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? And yeah, let's move on to what is my favorite creature of the update, at least from what I can see here. The gentle Stegosaurus Ungulatus has longer hind limbs and smaller dorsal plates than the common Stegosaurus. The most remarkable difference between these two creatures is the small plates that grow on the neck and head of S. ungulatus. Now let's have a look at its moves, and before I talk about its moves, I just want to say, from what I've seen of the moves, I think this guy is going to be pretty much as good as Clever Girl is. I think it's going to be that good of an Omega just looking at its moves here. So it's got Shielded Decelerating Strike, that has Precise Group Slowing Impact, that has a Lingering Ferocity, and final move is Defensive Rampage, which is like a super heal move. And then it's got Swap in Slowing Shields, and then just because the healing Rampage wasn't enough, it's got a powerful counter heal. How crazy is that? This guy's going to be almost full health all the time with all these heal moves, I swear. It might be like Dealer Icarus, you know, maybe it can heal sometimes, but like this, it's got a counter heal, so it's like, is this thing ever going to stop healing? Now, let's move on to one of the Concavenator hybrids, and we'll start off with the legendary. That's right, you guys heard me. The first legendary of the year, even though we're almost at the end of 2023, we're finally getting a different rarity, along with an apex. We'll talk about the apex at the end of the video. But, legendary, the Concakuisaurus. Let's read its description. Though the neck and chest of Concakuisaurus are quite strong, its jaws are relatively weak. This predator feeds by tearing off large chunks of meat and swallowing it whole. So the Concakuisaurus will be made of Concavenator and Fukuisaurus, so interesting to see that is now in the game. But let's have a look at its moves. So the abilities it's got is Ferocious Resilient Strike, Taunting Shielded Heal, Fierce Rampage, and Group Hastening Precise Impact. Then it's got one counter, that being the Shattering Devour Counter Strike. Okay, let's talk about the 7th creature, the hybrid of Concakuisaurus. So this will be, as I said, the hybrid of Concakuisaurus and also Tenontosaurus. So this is called Concatosaurus. So let's read the description. Concatosaurus scale pattern is specifically designed for arid environments where it camouflages and offsets heat. In this environment, Concatosaurus uses its keen sense of smell to hunt and may also communicate with other members of the species through pheromones. So its moves include Ferocious Resilient Strike, Cleansing Group Shield, Rampage Intervention, which Tenontosaurus recently got, and also Nullifying Group Impact. Then it has Ferocious Counter Healing Strike and Minor Heal on Escape for the, counter on escapes and also swap in moves. Now it's finally time to talk about Skoonametrodon. This thing is probably going to shake the meta because it'll be counters to like Dasunga Scorpius, Clever Girl, Pantherator, so many things. Let's look at its moves, right? It's a hybrid of Skoonasaurus and Tyrannometrodon, by the way. So it's got Alert Strike, Alert Impact, Alert Defense, Battle Ready. And then it's got the alert counter, and also it's got a reactive, which that reactive looks so insane. But let's read its description. This reads, although powerful with teeth and claws, Skoonametron has an extra advantage. Each scale of this apex theropod comes to a jagged point, allowing it to rake against any creature it comes into contact with, like a cheese grater. So this thing is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be the biggest thing to fear in this update, and with it, of course, brings along apex enhancements, so you can already assume, Skoonametron is getting an apex enhancement. We've already saw an article about it, what its reactive will be, and other creatures like Morton Rex getting a reactive. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That's all, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.